Hi, Brooklyn Center Police. This is Marie Ridgway. I wanted to send you a video just to briefly explain to you peer support and the statute that gives you confidence in the confidentiality of your conversations with them, and then the limits to that. So the state statute in Minnesota is 181.9731, and I'm actually going to get to the exceptions to confidentiality. So your conversations are confidential. They won't even be shared with other peer support team members. They have me and my staff to consult with, obviously confidentially if they need help on anything. And then also what you share with a peer support member can't be used in an internal investigation. If it's a line level officer who you're talking to in peer support, you are safe that way as well. If you're talking to a sergeant who's a peer support team member, there are some things that they're going to need to report that a line level peer support person would not. So you have the highest level of confidentiality with your lateral peers. The exceptions to confidentiality, this is why it's not necessarily privileged like it is, like your relationship and information with an attorney or a therapist is privileged. Therapists still have to break confidentiality if somebody is going to harm themselves or someone else in kind of an immediate sense, and so does your peer support team. They have us to consult with in those cases, and then the other one would be they would be required to report maltreatment of a minor or a vulnerable adult. If you choose to give your public safety peer support person consent to disclose information, you can do that in writing if you want them to share information for any reason. And then the last thing, this exception is the peer support counselor could be compelled to testify if you are having to testify and you're choosing to voluntarily, then whoever you spoke to on peer support could be compelled to testify. So those are the exceptions. A couple of them are there as well for therapists, but a therapist, on the other hand, has privilege because of that piece specific to testifying. If you choose to, that does not mean that your therapist does as well. That's a privileged relationship. So there may be some things that you share with a therapist after a critical incident that you wouldn't share with peer support, and that's smart. That's kind of the exception to the confidentiality piece. We're available for you in those ways. Happy to chat. I'm so glad you have peer support set up now. We work with lots of agencies who have peer support teams. Yours is fantastic, and they've gone through the training that I provide, so they are all set up with what they need as far as what the statute requires. Let me know if you have questions or need anything else. Information@marieridgway.com is our email, or you can text or call 612-314-9169. Okay, thanks, and take care and stay safe.